Hello, I'm Scott Bulkey here with Scott Harvey, same name. How was that performance for you? I know you got the victory.
Yeah.
Was it the performance that you were hoping for?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Tough fight. Leon's no joke. I had to really dig in and get into it with him and earn his respect, and I think I did just that. I've done a great job, I think, of mixing up and making an MMA fight and not just a striking match. I felt very calm. I felt very composed in there. It's obviously taken a long time to get to that level where I have that level of composure, but it showed tonight. I'm over the moon with it, yeah.
I think it was in the first round where you were able to get him, drop him on the floor.
Yeah.
How was it to kind of keep your composure, not just go full in?
That's why I think I'm at that level as much as the number of fights I've had don't necessarily dictate that.
Yeah.
I think mentally I'm very mature in that sense, and like over the years I've learned I can if I drop him, that's not rush. The fight is there. The shots will come. Me 2 or 3 years ago would have dived on that and been like, let's get him out of here, and I probably would have eaten up kick in the process. So no, it's taken a long time to get to that level. And I'm very happy with how I performed. Yeah.
And was there anything that you surprised you with?
He actually done a fantastic job of pulling the lead calf kick at the start. I was throwing it a little bit short. I got some great advice from my corner. They said obviously throw it when you're on the front foot, not when you're on the back foot. I was on the back foot. He was doing a fantastic job of just pulling that lead leg, and that made it a little bit tricky to set it up. I do have, I'll be the first to admit, I do have a good lead calf kick. I can get it off, and he was doing a fantastic job of pulling that. So that did surprise me. I knew when I got hold of him that I'd be able to take him down. I knew I'd be able to get him to the ground. It was just I actually didn't think it would be not easy, but I just didn't think it would happen so early on. And when I did, I got a feel for him on the ground. I was like, okay, I can control this guy here. I can land some shots, and I'm not in a rush. It's about being composed and not looking to just rush it too soon. And I think I've done that perfect, yeah.
And how is it fighting in front of your home crowd? They were really getting behind you in that fight?
Yeah, it's amazing. It is. Do you know what the big thing is? I might not for this fight. I didn't sell as many tickets as I'd hoped. I had a million things on outside of camp, and obviously was dealing with a lot of that, and that's no excuse as well. But I'm trying to sell tickets to a crowd that I already know are here. Like Jer Harris is fighting later on in the crowd. I've trained with Jer Harris for the guts of 7 or 8 years. 90% of the people that are buying tickets to Jer's fights are probably buying them to mine. Also, Max Lally, he's selling a lot of tickets to guys that I would normally sell tickets to. So this is a home crowd for me. You can hear it by the crowds out there. I'm so thankful that everyone came to support me, and it means the world to me. I'm blessed that I get to fight at home in my own country. And one thing that they said before I walked out was just take it all in, because you see when I walked out there, I was probably the most present I've been for any fight. And it was amazing. Really
like you said, you have a lot of things outside of the camp. How do you try and keep them to one side when you get into that cage?
Do you know what it is? I realised that everyone has it. And if I have it, a lot of other people have it going on, and you can easily shy away from it and tuck your tail between your legs and say, no, this isn't for me. Or you can just accept this is the way life is. You just walk into life with your head held high and do best by yourself. And then no matter what happens, like I knew tonight, if tonight didn't go my way, I'm walking out of there tonight living the most amazing life. I have a beautiful fiance, I have a beautiful home, I have the best friends and family ever around me. I'm like, this is just the icing on the cake. Regardless of what happens, I still have a cake. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm happy.
And you did move up a weight class.
Yeah.
Is this where you're wanting to stay in the featherweight division or back down?
Yeah, the featherweight is there. Unless they're gonna unless I'm fighting for a title, or someone's throwing me a big fat stack of cash to go back to bantamweight, I'm gonna stay at featherweight. I'm getting older. One thing I can do very well is diet. I have my diet honed in. I'm very correct, and I do things precise, and I'm very thorough with how I diet and how I treat my preparation for a fight. And at featherweight, it takes a little bit too. At bantamweight, it takes a little bit too much toll on personal life. Whereas at featherweight, it's a perfect balance of I'm strict, but I can also have a little bit of leisure, and that's where I'm happy at. And I'm not small for that weight class. You've seen it in there. I'm not getting smaller. I'm getting bigger, so I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Now they have announced that they are coming back to Dublin.
Yeah.
Are you wanting a fight before then, or?
I said to the other guys, I'm getting married in August, so that's probably going to make it a little bit tricky. I don't want to go on a fight a month or two before that if I break a hand or do something stupid like that. It'll really the fiance. I'll probably be single. So ideally, I'd like there's a fight card on in Rome the end of May. It might not match up for me, but if someone was to drop out and they're like, look, you're Scott Free, can you jump in? Now that I'm at featherweight, that's a lot more accessible. Or it'll probably be after August when we go again. Yeah.
Well, that's a great performance, and we can't wait to see you back in that cage.
Thank you very much, Scott.
Potentially in Rome. If not, we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.